What is up, fellow geeks? Super Geek Girl here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time, we began the investigation of the last trial in the first game. We are going through the entire trilogy. We met a cowboy, we met Harley Quinn if she were a food seller, and we're gonna see what other crazy kooky characters we're gonna meet, and also maybe try to get the chief prosecutor and also get our boyfriend not accused of murder anymore. This seems to happen to them a lot. Whose accent Whose accent are we gonna break today? We'll find out. But before we do that, I have a small confession to make here. I have been remiss in one of the primary voices in this game. After reviewing some of the actual Ace Attorney dub episodes, and also a bunch of fan dubs that I stumbled on because these two gay lawyers have taken over my thoughts for the last week, Miles is hella British. I have been remiss in not giving Miles a British accent. I am pleased to say that will be remedied today. What's up, Stumpy? What's up, Spiral? Congrats on the new role. Yes, thank you very much for... I was going to mention that later, but yes, I have an announcement. You guys can hear me, speaking of voice acting, you guys can hear me as the, very, very desperate for views YouTuber, so basically myself. You can hear me in the latest episode of My Tiny Senpai on Crunchyroll. Go check it out. It's an adorably sugary sweet, tooth-rottingly sweet show. I've had a blast working on it, and you can hear me. You can hear me a lot in the latest episode. So go check out the episode on Crunchyroll, crunchyroll.com, and let me know what you guys think. I had a whole lot of fun. It's weird, because, like, as much as... I love doing lead characters. I love doing Samidare, but one-off characters like this that you're never going to see again are actually a lot of fun, because you have a very limited amount of time to make an impact. And I think I did make an impact. I made my impact pretty definitively on here. So, yeah, go check it out. It's crunchyroll.com. Episode 5 of My Tiny Senpai. The dub dropped yesterday, so go check it out. Woo! Let's go! And speaking of let's go, let's get on with this case. February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. I mean, look at the guy. Of course he's British. Yes, I know. And just to be clear here, I mean, we know this from the last trial where I made the obviously supposed to be Southern person Scottish. I'm not going for a one-to-one recreation of the original voices. I can never be Eric Vale or Christopher Wenkamp or any of those guys. I'm just trying to do my own thing, but I have been remiss in not giving Miles the Britishness he deserves, so that's going to be fixed today. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. I forgot that she had the Valley Girl voice. Don't worry about me. No matter what the outcome, I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. The hell does that mean? The defendant is called to the trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Guy, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. And that is? You're not a defense attorney. A defense attorney should always be an advocate for their client, actually. Yes! They play really fast and loose with what should be like the givens of the criminal justice system. But again, this game is Japanese and it doesn't take place in America. Let's not forget that. Hello, I'm new here. Beryl rolls into the chat screaming nonsense about a horse and a chonk boy committing war crimes and crimes against humanity. Wow! That's a hell of an entrance, sir. But hello, Aaron the Baron. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy it. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. Yeah, we gonna need it. My first trial without a fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth, all by myself.
Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way.
Yeah, but you're not a fae though, so what good are you? February 23rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 9. Here we go! Now I have to be a lawyer without somebody to save my ass, yeah! Yeah, pretty much. No one's gonna bail you out this time, except me. And if that's the case, then you're doomed, right? I'm so sorry. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. You gotta be such a snarky little... Alright, I need to fix Edgeworth's voice. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Edgeworth.
It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. Yes, the trial where we saved our boyfriend. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Is that better? Is that a better voice for Edgeworth? I like it. I think it sounds good. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot.
Wow, he is much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything.
However, she will now pay for that rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand.
The cough-up queen?
Haven't I seen you somewhere?
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down.
Oh, and for you, I have a Fiesta Bowl.
Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession?
Oh, and you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox?
It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please.
Well, Your Honor, how's it taste?
So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Ugh! for that matter, what does tapioca taste like? I've never had tapioca before. But I'm pretty sure I don't want it pickled. That sounds disgusting. Okay, Edgeworth is mad. Name, profession, now!
Me? Oh, the name's Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days.
What even is tapioca? You know what? That's a good question. I don't even know what it is. I just know it's a thing that old people eat. Supposedly.
Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Please... Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating.
Hurry it up!
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
A professional what? What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective.
What? Miss Star is a detective?
Wow, that's a shocker. Aha! I know who you are! Cough up?
Cough up, Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Star.
Just who is this lady?
This is a problem.
If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecution office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks.
I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces. Prosecutor spaces, yes?
The crime took place by a car in the back of A block, in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot.
And who was this valiant witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor.
Parking lot floor plans have been added. The parking lot with Edgeworth's car. Descriptive. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor.
It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
Damn, you just turned sinister all of a sudden. There's the Harley Quinn. If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star. Hey, you can't take sides. Wait, are they talking about me? All right, let's check out this testimony, shall we?
Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
She looked intense. Yeah, she did look pretty intense.
bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed at Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Pretty regular, actually, yeah.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
All right, here we go. Cross-examination. Let's go. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. This seems a little sus. How did you know?
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to a tragedy.
The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted.
Given that they're used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Laid off? She was fired.
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Very well. You may continue, Miss Starr.
I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. Which one? Which one? This boyfriend. He's the detective?
No, not that boyfriend. The security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend.
And the names of Mr. J, Batman, and Robin.
Would you care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
I'll stick with the lunches, thanks.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. The security guard room is in the lot. The security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there.
That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car?
Well, since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime.
When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective intuition at work. Okay. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor. Wait! That doesn't track. By garish car, you mean
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mr. Edgeworth's?
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it?
Indeed, it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant?
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
How would she know that that was Edgeworth's knife? How indeed. That's a good point, Stumpy. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo! Wait, he just said ergo. He picked that up from Edgeworth! He's picking up his boyfriend's mannerisms! That's so cute! Anyway, you are a biased witness!
You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, Rookie.
Huh? Rookie?
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
That was inspiring.
I'm pretty sure I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. I may be relegated to the lowly post of a lunch lady, but my instincts are honed.
A photograph? You took this?
Why was this not in our evidence earlier?
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and, snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera.
Well, I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck.
Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now?
You think I'd show it to you? A prosecutor? Think again.
Ah, she's derailing the trial!
My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Well, this is most certainly the defendant.
Crime photo added. The moment of the crime as photographed by Angel Star. Uh-oh. That is unmistakably Lana Skye.
So, what was the defendant doing at the time?
The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Was she? Just a moment, just a moment. Yeah, no, something's not right here. Something isn't right here. And you know what that means. Ah! Now, it means my mic is gonna fall over. But anyway, you know what this means? If she was holding a knife in her right hand, why is her left side all bloody? You know what this means? Objection! And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Skye stab the victim with the knife?
As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch.
I'm sure that's a fine lunch.
But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Skye not holding a knife?
Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Objection.
That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth!
Come on, man, put some chutzpah behind it.
Yet it was still stronger than your ever-feeble mind, Mr. Wright.
Sick burn.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that?
Blood splatter.
Huh?
You see the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat?
But it's a black and white photograph.
Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here.
No problem, except you.
Mr. Wright, are you just gonna sit there and take that kind of abuse?
Nah, it's fine, honey. He's secretly into it. Ugh, you got a better idea? I've got an idea. Objection! Wait! That contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies.
That's it?
If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Get advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but get advice. I didn't have the time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Double down, double down, double down! Premeditated? How do you know?
Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Oh, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves!
Ah!
These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder. A serious offense.
Witness, add this to your testimony.
She's just cleaning up. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Wait! I just thought of something. Something that Stumpy brought up earlier. Edgeworth's knife. If it was premeditated, why'd she use his knife? I gotta give it a try. Objection! Witness, do you know what this is?
Are you trying to test me? I sell boxed lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk.
Indeed, it is my knife.
What's with this case? The bloody red murder weapon and a Venice chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people?
The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony.
What's that, rookie?
In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves.
It seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning.
However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon! Uh-oh! We got her to crack!
Oh.
This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon!
Order! Order!
Great! Now the tide is turning in our favor.
Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know what that smirk means. I know what that smirk means.
Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie.
What?
I hoped you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail.
But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory.
Bah! The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now? But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned! If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought.
How dare you!
Bullshit. When I have to prove my client is innocent, I also have to prove who the murderer is. They do things weird in Japan, I guess. I'm having a very difficult time following this trial. But yeah, no, like... Yeah, no, you gotta prove who the murderer is, too. It's like, yeah, you did it. Anybody can... Yeah, the guy got murdered. Anyone can see that. You still gotta name a suspect, though. Oh my god. I feel like this whole game was written by somebody who had a law textbook next to them. You know what I mean? They had it next to them. It wasn't necessarily open, but they had it next to them.
My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
Really now. Alright, Angel's deduction.
Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she carried the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim.
You're doing the thing again! You're injecting your own thoughts! They just asked you not to do that, lady! Pay attention!
Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again.
But wasn't it just one stab wound? Ooh, I got you, bitch. I got you now. She needs it to be premeditated for some reason. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. There are some shenanigans taking place here. But I have no idea what these shenanigans are.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Alright, I got her on this one. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman, that's why she called, I'm sure, blah, blah, blah. To plunge the knife in again and again? I don't think so, honey. Objection! You say she stabbed him again and again. But you couldn't have witnessed that!
Are you testing me? Then I'll test you! With my more surprise!
I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound.
Aha! You're right! Good show, Mr. Edgeworth!
Oh god, is the judge British too?
Ugh, what a hug!
He's my hero, really. He's everybody's hero right now, honey, let me tell you. Ooh. What about my objection? No one noticed? No, sorry, Phoenix, you're being outshined by your boyfriend, as usual.
Well, witness?
You got the crime scene set, right?
Thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible.
So you're saying you mistook something for blood?
When she lifted a knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify!
Your witness has been proven to be unreliable at best, Your Honor. I would like to have her stricken. Yeah, no, I have a feeling this is going to be one of those situations where all but one vital piece of evidence is going to be stricken from the court record. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. What muffler, ma'am? What muffler? Do you see a muffler here? Because I don't. But you know what I do see? I see an objection! Miss Star, I admit. Bruh, at least let me finish!
The witness is clearly not suited for detective work.
What?
The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you proved it yourself with this photograph.
Huh? That can't be!
Excellent timing on that, Stumpy. Thank you very much.
Only a professional lunch lady can be so utterly clueless. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life.
I'm really glad I switched to the British accent for Miles because the snark is like 10 times better now that I made him British. It's so good now.
Harsh words, but good.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails.
What was my objection? Chopped liver? Oh my god. This is so good. What is happening?
But it was there! A scarf! No, not that, but something red! Really?
Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business.
What?
Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and you apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least.
Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony.
The most important part?
The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth.
Here we go. Apprehending the suspect.
After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile.
You are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you?
I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star.
That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake.
Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten.
No thanks!
Not to solve, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum.
An oil drum? Hard to imagine.
Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A real leopard woman.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will.
Alright, here we go. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition. I quickly caught her. How did you quickly catch her with a gate in your way? You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect?
As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time.
Maybe I should press her for more details. Press her! Press her! I'd like to see this on the floor plans just to be safe. The Lunchland car was...
She was a visitor. Thus, she was parked in B block.
So you witnessed the murder from here?
That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes.
Is that correct, Miss Starr?
Yes, that's right.
But there was a chain link fence in front of you?
I went over it, of course.
Amazing! A cop of Queen. The athlete indeed.
It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. So, she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast.
Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. I'm pressing that. She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say?
If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard say was the word muffler.
Just that one word?
So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else?
Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on a phone.
Her phone? She can't mean... By phone, do you mean this cell phone, discovered at the crime scene?
Yes, ultimately.
Ultimately?
My memory... It's like a salmon, heading upstream, you see.
No, the court doesn't see, Miss Starr.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed! Hello, Moldy! Welcome to the stream! Hope you enjoy it today. I'm doing all sorts of silly voices.
The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall.
On the wall?
That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall.
Apparently, it was out of order.
And so she used her cell phone.
Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day.
Good witnessing, witness.
Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? Oh, why are you screaming? My voices aren't that bad, are they? Also, I woke up early. Yay? Is that a good or is that a bad?
You should, of course, add this to your testimony.
Ugh, the things I do to please this rookie defense attorney.
Lana's cell phone has been updated. The word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 5:18. I work... Okay, let's see.
I saw it all. How she tried to use the phone on the wall, but had to use a cell instead.
Now, hang on a minute. That doesn't jive with the floor plans. Objection! Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Skye.
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias.
Well, who would have thought you'd be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You, who together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago?
Oh, and now we have the truth. He got her fired. And we're just gonna gloss over that. Okay, cool. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this?
I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me,
And I'll make you cough it all up! Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Skye making that phone call! I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it!
Order! Order!
Blech, my voice cracked.
What is the...
Damn it, I always crack on this deep voice.
What is the meaning of this?
It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies!
That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question.
Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about what she saw, I think. She lied about what she saw. In other words, she didn't see Miss Skye using that emergency phone.
It does seem hard to imagine how she could have. Very logical.
Anyone? Anyone? What's the matter, Star? Cat got you lunchbox?
Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory, but why would Miss Starr lie like that?
Huh?
Why would she say my sister had tried to use the phone but failed? It doesn't make any sense. Why lie about something so insignificant?
Oh, dang, she's right!
I mean, maybe she really did see her try to use the emergency phone.
I see no room for doubt here.
Because she's making it all up as she goes? Yeah, I think she's bullshitting her way through and then somehow the judge is falling for it because maybe he secretly has the hots for her. I don't know. Is there a Phoenix Wright equivalent to the Shadow Realm? Because that's where she's going. I wish. Though, remind me to bring up the, that does remind me, I need to bring up the Phoenix Wright stage plays at some point during this stream because, oh my god, those are a trip. But anyway, this weird line.
You ordered the patooey on rice, right?
Oh
Mr. Wright, I thought you had something there.
One more try. Okay. Maybe it's, where she saw it? No, everyone's hating on me now.
I see it in your eyes. You haven't learned your lesson, have you?
Okay. Tell us exactly what lie. Apparently, I can't afford to get this wrong. What she saw, where she saw it, the order of events. Yeah, I just kind of blindly picked the first one. What she saw, well, we know that's not right. The order of events? No, that doesn't sound... Where she saw it, maybe? Where she saw it. Yeah, I think that's it. Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it.
Pointless to lie. I see.
But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location.
A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one.
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it.
Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime?
All the testimony we've heard up until now points to one direction. The place from where Miss Saw witnessed the crime was here. It had to be the security room. Yeah, there are a lot of objections being thrown around here. I object to you objecting to my objection. Objection! It's like you say objection so many times that the word loses all meaning. But anyway, I'm pretty sure it's the security room. This is the only place where she could have been.
The security guard room?
Indeed. The security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot.
She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there.
I wish there was an objection sound clip. Oh, damn! I missed out on an opportunity. Okay, next time. Next stream, I'll have a new sound blurb for you guys.
But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone.
Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Star? How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think the tables could be turned. Today, a man has gotten the better of Angel Star.
Order! Order! Witness, what have you done? You used to be a detective! You should know better!
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright? Doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It didn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything.
Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands.
It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
So, tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright.
Huh? Me?
But who else?
Mr. Wright! Let's review what we know.
Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Should have pled the fifth. Yeah! You don't fuck around with a perjury charge. That is some serious stuff. No matter what place this, no matter where this game takes place, perjury is a serious thing. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? Her angle of view? The difference? The distance! It's gotta be the distance, right? Because she wouldn't be 30 feet away anymore. She would be elsewhere. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
Objection!
My condolences, Mr. Wright. But one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see.
Objection!
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky?
Well, witness?
You...
Yes.
You ordered the squid wheels, right?
The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible.
I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jams and my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for the boyfriend.
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what was doing, I found myself running toward the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. That's why I had to go through the visitor's pocket in B block.
That's quite the detour.
It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
5 minutes?
Nah, that's way too fast.
This changes things considerably.
But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him! I know it! I have photographic evidence! I swear it! I swear it on my finest plastic spork!
You have a point. And the spork is a wonderful invention.
Would you like another caviar lunch?
Absolutely!
Uh-oh.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something!
Do I have any evidence to stop this? Not the spork! Raise an objection!
Objection!
5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest? Think about it! You could make pasta in that amount of time! If you like it al dente.
I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta in the nuts, rookie.
A 5-minute blank? Isn't that strange?
Strange.
If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone.
When are we gonna have the trial for the judge? When are we gonna have the trial for the judge? That's what I want. I want to see that. I want to see that shit. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Guy dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Yeah!
Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go?
Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history.
We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright!
That was too close!
I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned.
Uh-oh. What now? What more do you have?
Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one you tried to foist off on me!
I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say?
I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence.
What was that?
Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes?
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr.
Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Oh, a triple-decker! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed.
What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time?
Man, this lady is determined to derail this trial at every turn.
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes ago. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Oh, did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence.
What? There was blood found on that shoe?
Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs.
Objection!
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
Where is she getting all this blood work and evidence? Well, apparently she used to be a former detective. She got one of her boyfriends to do it. She got her boyfriends in the police department to check all this. Maybe she has the same blood type. Ooh, maybe she does. Maybe she does. That's good, Moldy. That's good.
And you had blood tests performed?
What didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics.
I called that so hard!
In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
What?
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words,
This shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Lay out the law! Yeah! Get her, Edgeworth, get her! She's your witness, but get her ass!
And not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen.
I love that face so much.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged.
Victim's shoe has been added. A white enamel shoe bearing traces of blood from Goodman and Lana Skye. Used to be, not active. She was a detective, but she got fired. And I think I'm starting to see why. Quick drink? Okay.
Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
I'm about to press her on every freaking thing that she says.
Hold it!
Why did you lie about those 5 minutes?
I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results.
The results?
How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing.
Then why didn't you just tell the truth?
Oh, don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsifying evidence, arranging testimony, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book.
This when the suspect is admitting she did it?
But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr.
I can think of several crimes that are more despicable than that, but go off, Judge.
Let's just get this over with.
Hold it!
And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime?
I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive.
So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe. He just called her a bitch!
I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen.
I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really.
In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now tell us what you did next.
Hold it!
So you brought the shoe to the forensics department.
If you're gonna submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert.
And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective.
The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it.
Well, the man was stabbed, after all.
And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman?
As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe.
Hold it!
You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with the blood... Bleh. You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test.
You claim to know something about blood test, rookie?
Huh.
Well, speak up!
Well, blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However... You can't tell a blood test whether you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. Was that supposed to be a joke? Was that supposed to be a joke? Oh God, we're an idiot.
That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright.
Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow down any sample of blood down to just one person. Or so I hear.
Oh, that's pretty specific.
If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies.
So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman.
I was afraid he was gonna say that.
Hold it!
I can't let this evidence go through without a fight!
You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe?
A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? Yes, there is a problem! There has to be! If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical piece of I'd say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction.
That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could ya?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe?
All right. Rotate it. This blood on the bottom is the problem here. I think, but I can't get it to do the thing. Do I have to rotate it like exactly?
Take that!
I think I got it. I wonder if you noticed, there's blood on the bottom of this shoe.
Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe.
Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe?
How did the blood end on the bottom of the shoe if he was stabbed from the front? I think I got it.
Take that!
The problem lies in the footprint.
The footprint?
Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime?
Aha!
As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe!
Objection!
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints.
Objection!
Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort!
Order! Order! Well, witness?
What? Huh? Keep going, Mr. Wright!
But it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint.
Oh! That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright, think!
Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions.
What?
Here comes Edgeworth to save our butt again.
I see. Now I get it.
Get what?
Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A real weapon woman. Rawr.
I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do.
No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh, that... I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
Witness, well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water.
Water?
What does that mean?
Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? You don't mean... Yes. The suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her! Well, that ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty. Erasing evidence.
That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him?
Then why didn't the water wash the shoes? Good question. Maybe the blood had already soaked into the shoes? I'm not sure.
So, that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe?
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please! What? What can I do? Your sister's confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it. But...
Enough. There's no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor.
Uh-oh. I think we may have screwed up.
Very well.
But Angel Star is on the prosecution's side! She could have been lying about the water!
This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky...
Little girl. What did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you'd had your fill. But here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence.
Wait! Witness, don't tell me you have something else!
How much evidence
evidence is this lady withholding? She would have been thrown out of court for contempt by now!
Objection! Oh my God!
The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court.
Your threats don't scare the cough up, Queen. Look at this!
A photograph?
I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
I see no room for error in this evidence.
Mr. Wright, wait! Look at the asphalt in the photo. Hey, it's clearly wet!
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all.
It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. Oh! And here comes Mia with the spirit assist. Right. Wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well. This time, I would like to declare a verdict for good.
Maya and Mia are absent. Yeah, so I don't know how Mia's still talking to him.
Objection!
Your Honor, wait! What is it with you people? Can't I hand out my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait?
No, it can't! Then it'll be too late! Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration.
So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence?
Yeah. I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this.
I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright.
Show the court the problem in this photograph. Hang on, wait. What's going on here? What's going on with this? That seems sus. The tailpipe. I think you're right. The problem in this photograph is right here.
What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, you just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also part of a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as a part of the exhaust system, a pipe. Oh, I see, and I see.
I prove over and over again your witness is full of shit and you keep believing him. Yeah. Oh man, this court is... I really do want to see at some point a lawyer picking apart every single aspect of these games and saying how bullshit they are. I really want to see that. That needs to be a thing. If it's not out there already.
What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
What if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing! Absolutely nothing!
Objection!
sorry, Miss Star.
But it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony.
What?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth and muffler is related to the case.
Because of the word muffler in the phone call. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court.
Ah, yes. When I arrested her.
I'm doing the wrong voice, excuse me.
Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler.
Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence!
Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings.
Suspend?
I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law.
This entire court is a disservice to the law. What the hell are you on about?
Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed?
I suppose so. Whew, that was close. But we made it. At least for now.
This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all.
He's still hungry? To be continued! Oh no! Okay, well, we'll save our progress for now. Holy crap. That was a lot of nonsense that just occurred. Yeah, no, there is no friggin' way that any of this would fly in an actual court of law. Alright, I'm heading to bed. Alright, take care, Moldy. Have a good one, man. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. I think... Thank you. Thank you very much. So I think I'm actually gonna take a quick recess myself. I will be back in just a moment, and when we come back, we will finish up this day of the trial. So stick around, I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, and we're back. Whoa, what happened? There we go. And we're back. Alright. I think we only got a little bit left on this trial, so let's finish up the trial and then we'll call it there. Because I still got about 30 some odd minutes. Alright, let's keep going. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for sticking around. I really hope you guys are enjoying my voice acting streams. Just for those of you who are new, I do voice acting streams every Sunday starting at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Right now, I'm working my way through the Phoenix Wright games. But I've also done Danganronpa on Sundays. I do mostly graphic novels and games with heavy dialogue. And speaking of voice acting, I can finally talk about this now. You guys can actually hear me in the latest episode of My Tiny Senpai on Crunchyroll, where I play a YouTuber who is desperate for views. So, very, very true-to-life role here. But go check it out on Crunchyroll.com, My Tiny Senpai, episode number 5. You can hear me in that episode. So be sure and check it out. It's a swell show, so, go check it out. It's super fun. All right. And now back to courtroom drama. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
Mr. Wright?
Huh? What?
Are trials always like this with you? Like, you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there?
Yeah, pretty much. Except today, we're swimming in quicksand.
So, what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called up to the judge's chamber.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Oh no! I remember who this is. Hello, sir. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least.
Officer Marshall!
Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have really been on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves.
That's a little sus.
She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. Now don't that just beat all?
Huh?
I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth seen it too, I reckon.
What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken?
Well, it's about that time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes, you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
I'd say it, but it's a bit crass.
If it steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Hooey!
Ribs actually sound really good right now. I'm not gonna lie. February 23rd, 12:32 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 9. Here we go again.
I'd like to resume.
What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution.
Oh God!
Edgeworth, are you okay? Edgeworth, what happened?
Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. A furrowed brow.
Oh no, what's going on?
That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, you're...
Oh no, what's going on? What's going on?
It can't be. This can't happen.
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Well then, I believe it's time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Who's there?
Ah! Who the hell are you, sir? What are you? This person just showed up, and what? What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. What is that man? I like that the question is, what is that man? Not who is that man. What is definitely the appropriate thing to ask here. What are you, sir? What is this thing? What is this guy? Hey! The temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he?
Oh, it's you.
Who? Who are you? Tell me who you are! Who? Who is this? And more importantly, what voice should he have? I don't... Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Why has he got everybody so, like, freaking out? Alright, hold on. Let me hydrate first. I don't know. What do you guys think? What sort of voice should this guy have? He's really weird. He's really weird. And oh my god, you know what? He had those eyes like that dude from, what's that show? Jujutsu Kaisen? Is that it? He had the eyes like, oh, what the hell's his name? Gojo? Is that his name? I don't know. And I don't know what he sounds like. Frig. What? I'm so shocked I don't know what voice to give this person. He looks like a king chess piece. He does look like a king, yeah. Should he be British too? No, I don't think I can differentiate between the two British voices. Let's see. Maybe I just give him like a really deep, cool voice. Russian. Oh god! This is a very international game we have here if this guy is Russian. Alright, whatever. I have no idea who this is. If I totally butchered this character, I'm sorry, but I don't know who he is, so he's getting a Russian accent.
Oh.
So, what the? Oh no. What is... sake. Okay, hang on a minute. Japanifornia is very, very multi-international. Oh, sorry I'm late, Edgy. Roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, Edgy. How you been? Swim much these days?
Hello. No, I've been so busy.
Oh, busy, Edgy, my boy. You have to make time to relax.
Yes, indeed.
Edgy. Okay, got it.
Edgy? It seems to be his nickname for the judge.
He's our boyfriend's dad? No, this is not Edgeworth's dad. No, we put Edgeworth's adopted dad in jail last time, and his real dad's dead. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Aha! So, you're Wright, the attorney! I've heard good things about your son.
Oh, thanks.
So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly!
Little Worthy?
Mr. Wright? You don't know the district chief of police?
This guy's the police chief! Oh, God! It's not Edgeworth's dad, it's Gumshoe's dad we're meeting! Oh, no! Why is this guy the chief of... No. Oh, dear. Okay, fine. Let's see.
Chief of Police?
He is the top-ranking police officer in the entire district.
Oh, boy. His name is Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
To what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it?
Well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler! So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler.
But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe.
On little Worthy's car, no less. A muffler in the muffler, yep. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us.
What's this?
Is what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Chief! What kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth! How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job?
No, wait a minute, Worthy.
I've no desire to hear your excuses.
I am telling you to wait. Oh, didn't you hear me? Uh-oh. Have a look at this document. When it says person in charge of investigation, there's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth.
That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had...
You're head in the clouds because you got that reward. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology.
What? Are you serious?
Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
Oh, this is bad. Oh! This is a stitch-up! This is a stitch-up! Oh no! This is a stitch-up! They're gonna get Miles framed again! We're gonna have to save our boyfriend again! Oh no! Now is not the time for a duck! Now is not the time for a duck! Now is the time of action!
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first.
Yes?
Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it up for me, I wonder?
Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push this switch and...
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I won't be able to pound my gavel anymore.
Well, yeah, but if I cut my finger, I won't be able to point it at people anymore. Oh, come on! Just hurry up and open it!
I don't want to cut my finger on it. You cut your finger on it. All right. This rotating thing on the keyboard is really janky.
Don't scare me like that!
Oh, it's busted! It's busted at the tip. Look.
I'm the one who's scared! Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood?
Switchblade knife added to the court record. Found at the crime scene, wrapped in the defendant's muffler. A small tag has been attached.
This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself.
This is where Phoenix accidentally stabs himself. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. We're not that clumsy, I don't think.
I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife?
Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. I think Russian might actually work for this dude. Department in disorder.
This knife is special, but I can't say how here, unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We wanted any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. You see? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? Oh, that is hush-hush information, OG. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
Objection!
Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
What is going on? There was a second murder?
Order! Order! Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in middle of top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright?
2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places? The chances of that happening are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course.
I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand.
This knife is special, but I can't say how, unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. This knife was found at the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? Oh, see, there are a lot of things that go on at the department. I can't explain. It's delicate work, okay? Sorry, Raito.
Maybe there's something about the knife that'll give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Righto.
Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped this whole time. Oh, I think I was supposed to present, not press. Oh well. Going through it again doesn't cost me any points, I don't think, so I should be alright.
So, how were things down at the department?
It was a bad day for the department, alright.
That knife, what's it doing there?
Alright, this right here. S12-2. Wait! Isn't that what was on the thing? Because this is really the only thing we haven't talked about yet. Was this weird note? I'm gonna give it a try.
Objection!
Oh, also, objection! I almost missed it. Wait a second.
Ah, at last! An honest-to-goodness objection!
This knife. This has to do something with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean? An honest-to-goodness what do you mean from Anji? This is great!
Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92.
And this is important. Why?
Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim.
What's this? 6 minus 7 S 12/2.
Your Honor, it's upside down.
Upside.
The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around, and what do you get?
Ah!
Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down.
SL9. That's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag! Order! Order! Well, Chief?
Oh well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Raito. I win? What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in a case that was stolen from the department's evidence room.
Hold it!
So this knife was stolen?
Yes, but on the day of their murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon?
Oh, nice, nice, nice! Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. That was a bad day for the department. The detective was killed at the police department. Press more about that. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Toji?
I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Raito. I suppose I could help. If you help me by giving me data on your case.
Oh, good one. This gets sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
What do we want to know? Where the victim was found, how the victim was killed, when the victim died. We already know when the victim died. It was 5:15. How the victim was killed, probably stabbed. Where the victim was found, I think, is the most relevant thing here. So tell me, where was the victim found?
Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found. But I can say that the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
The evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that.
The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now?
This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
There's the connection between the two cases.
You seem happy, Mr. Wright.
Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gam to testify about the details. Oh, it is linked now, sir. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven.
You don't say. Well, out with it, Wrighto. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright.
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room.
Not to mention, the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag.
And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room.
Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence.
This guy takes a very long time to speak.
You two make a good pair.
Hey! He ships Phoenix Wright and Miles Edgeworth too! Maybe this guy's okay!
It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
Oh, I lost the accent. I got so worked up.
I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially?
Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
What? Really? Who would have guessed?
I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay?
If you're gonna tell us a little, why not tell us everything?
Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly.
Oh well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Victim's gender, division, ID number. That seems like the important one. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number?
Well, sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Actually, I'm pretty sure we could. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842189. Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 582... I can't do it.
You didn't even get the first number right!
Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything?
The ID number of the victim at the police department, 5842189. I feel like we've heard that number somewhere. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think.
Meaning?
It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean?
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something? What does it tell you?
There it is! 5842189. It was Goodman's ID. So wait! Wait! But that means he was killed in 2 different places. But that's not possible. If the ID number of the guy who was killed in the police department is Goodman, and that's his ID number, then who was killed in the prosecutor parking lot? What is going on with this case? Take that!
Take that!
Witness.
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night!
Well, yeah, I mean, my boyfriend's just over there on the other side of the galley. I got confused.
And this is news.
I am very glad I switched over to British for Miles. The snark is just, mwah, so good.
Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do.
The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time.
Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Oh, is it yours?
No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember? Kiss me first, Miles, please. You see what I mean when I say these 2 gay lawyers have taken all of my free time? These guys are great. There we go. This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman.
Oh, shame on you, Wright-o. Personal IDs are top secret.
Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189.
And? Well, this means what, exactly?
Huh?
Wait. That ID number we heard from the chief earlier.
How did this man become a judge when he has a single brain cell? That's what I'd like to know. Who got bribed to let this guy be a judge?
That started with 82... I've forgotten.
You didn't even get the first number right! Again! The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189.
Objection!
Wait a second, Wright. What does this
mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that?
Sharp as a tack, Wright-o! Sharp as a tack! But wait! Detective Goodman is our victim! He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot!
Yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. in the evidence room at the exact same time!
Objection!
That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time? And in a completely different location? Order! Order! Chief, what does this mean? No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine. But I am the prosecutor in charge of the case! Now just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error, Mr. Edgeworth. They are yours. What? How dare you? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins?
Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait. Aha!
Oh, it was this guy! It was this guy!
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on top of the report. Why didn't your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem, challenged.
In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir! You could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence! Then
You what? What are you gonna say? Uh-oh. Oh no!
No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy. What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law?
Well, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, well, it's, Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over here. Good job, Wright, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. No! It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do! You'd better get results this time. Really. You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day, as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Oh man, we gotta stitch up for real. We gotta stitch up for real. Yo, this is bad. This is real bad. Oh, this is really bad. This could cost him his job. This could cost him his entire freaking career. Well, I guess we'll have to wait until next time to see what happens, because our boy Edgeworth is getting put through the ringer. Oh, poor Edgy. Well, if you guys want to know what happens next, you'll have to wait until next Sunday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are continuing this trial, and hopefully we're going to save our boyfriend's ass again, because that's what we do. But if you don't want to wait around that long, I'm also going to be streaming Tuesday night. Baldur's Gate 3 continues. The Adventures of Lila Littleluck, the unluckiest halfling in all of Faerun, continues at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then Thursday, we are back to Elden Ring, also at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I swear I will get some more levels before I take on Caitlyn again, because holy hell, that place is terrible and I hate it. But if you want to keep up with me on social media in between then, there's a couple ways you can do that. You can find me first and foremost on Twitter at super_geek_girl. And if you check out my Twitter right now, I have a model reveal going on. Next month, I am debuting my VTuber model. We are switching over and becoming a VTuber. So if you guys check out my Twitter, I have my model reveal post there. It's also on my YouTube and on my Discord. If we get enough likes, I'll start revealing bits of the model piece by piece. But I'm also going to be posting little changes here and there leading up to my model reveal debut stream, which is going to be on Thursday, September 7th. Starting at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you want a sneak peek of the model, head over to my Twitter and like and share the post so that I can post more of the stuff. The artwork was done by the wonderful Stumpy Knight, and I really can't wait to show you guys what he's done. You can also check me out on YouTube. I've got 2 channels, Super Geek Girl 214, my primary channel for clips and highlight reels, and SGGPlays VODs, where this stream and all full unedited versions of streams go the day after they air here on Twitch. So tomorrow you will have the Phoenix Wright updated, the Phoenix Wright stream on YouTube. I've also got a Discord server, SGG Discord. Link to join that is in my Twitch channel description. And yeah, that's gonna do it for now. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and as always, stay super, guys. See you next time.